I was the last of my sisters to get married, and I always knew I wanted to be a mom. And my husband and I, we got married, we went on our honeymoon. After that, we were like, we're gonna start trying, I guess, as they say, and we were extremely lucky.
So I came to New York about 20 years ago. So I was there for school, I worked over there. My wife, and we have 3 kids, so 2 boys, and the daughter is 3 years old. We work pretty hard and the long commutes in New York City, and we have 3 little kids growing up fast, and we wanted to spend a little more time with them. So we decided to make a move down here to spend a little more time with the kids.
My pregnancy was amazing. I really loved being pregnant, even though, I knew that there was risk. There had been postpartum depression with both of my sisters, and so I knew I was at risk for this, and yet I just refused to believe it was gonna happen to me.
Right now, I'm just staying at home dad. So I was a computer programmer in New York. Once we moved down here, the more I spend time with the kids, the more I realized that I really need some help. Right? So feeding them, it's the easy part. It's the developmental challenges that we see day in and day out. And I felt like it was a showing of weakness to ask for help.
After Calvin was born, I definitely felt like I had baby blues. The more challenges that I encountered, the harder it was getting, and the amount of time in between the tears were getting shorter and shorter. We have a ton of pictures of where I'm holding Calvin and I'm smiling, and on the outside, I think I did a really great job of fooling everybody. I was able to put a smile on my face, but when everybody would leave and I was alone with the baby, I was like just constantly crying. I really started to kind of accept that I might have postpartum depression and anxiety, and I recognized that if I didn't find some sort of a resource, and I wasn't going to be able to be there for Calvin in the way that I needed to.
We have 3, and it's getting challenging just to maintain the daily routine. So we wanted to be more proactive, getting help, asking for help. So we want to get some help before it becomes really challenging. I want to be equipped with tools and knowledges how to help them.
One of the photographs I shared with you guys is a pretty raw picture of me, and I'm holding Calvin, and I'm sobbing in the picture, basically. And so out of desperation, I posted it in this anonymous mom group on Facebook. And Megan Roberts of SAFEchild commented on that post and said, I have a group that helps women that are dealing with what you're going through, and it really helped me when I was going through it.
SAFEchild, I came in exactly this room, and I found 2 instructors with name tags, Ginger and Laura. Their knowledge on the parenting skills, also they have the tool sets that they have been giving us, like what to say, how to express their feelings, how to acknowledge their feelings and needs, and how we as a parents can help them and guide them.
Moms Supporting Moms was the resource for me that really made a difference. I think of just incrementally how much better my days were because of that, and how quickly I went from just being in such a dark place to on the road to feeling better. And I could not imagine what it must be like for women who don't have the same kind of resources.
Before I attended the class, when I took my kids to the playground or any kind of activity, I would usually just let them play. But the classes were saying that being with the child, being playful with the child, actually helped them develop more with the binding experience. So we were at this museum, and my middle child was just building blocks, stuff. I got down on the floor, I built with him, silly thing that he wanted to build for maybe an hour. When we got home at night, he was having some issues, but he came to me for help. That was really different because usually he would go to mom for help. But that day, he actually came to me for help.
I've been fortunate enough to recover. But I still come to group because I want to be the one to give back to those other mothers.
SAFEchild as an organization, they can give us the guidance, the knowledge, and the tools for us to become better parents. And in turn, hopefully, they will be a better parents for their own children. And then it goes on from generations to generations.
It's vital to this community. It's a lifeline for these women. Anyone watching this, I would say, you have to be the one.
So I hope parents out there who struggling go seek help. It's a show of strength, not weakness.